Jack from SharpCloud, and I'm going to be showing you how to add color to relationships. By the end of this video, you should understand how to add color to relationships and where the color that's being applied to relationships is coming from in the story. So if we start with this view, a strategic landscape layer view, you can see that all of the relationships are currently the same color, and we might want to differentiate between different types of relationships, for instance, based on the amount of risk that's associated with the relationship between two items. So what I'm going to do is navigate to create mode, and firstly show you where the information about relationship colors is sitting. That's going to be in the story setup, much like all of our information around attributes and categories, because the information about the color scheme that might apply to a relationship or how we're going to decide on the colors for a relationship is story-wide. Once I'm in the story setup, I have this option for relationships, and I can see these attributes that I've added in the data that I've introduced into SharpCloud. And under risk, for instance, I can see different colors that attach to low risk, medium risk, high risk. I could, if I wanted to, create some calculations that give particular colors to relationships based on the items that they're attached to, but I can also just give them attributes and upload that information into the story. Now, if I move back into the view itself, I want to say that on this particular view, this strategic landscape, I want the relationships to be colored by risk. How I do that, because it's a view-based decision, is I go into the view setup and I navigate to this option for relationships. Then, as you can see, I get a number of different options for how I might want to design the relationships, one of which is color by. If I select from the drop down my list attributes and I select risk, you can see that straight away the relationships change color. So now we have blue, red, and yellow relationships as well as the original gray, indicating where relationships are low risk, high risk, etc. So all that information is now coming across in the relationships themselves. So that's how you change the color of relationships in your story, and that's where that information is coming from, sitting in the story setup and drawing on either the data we've attached to the relationships themselves or data attached to the items that the relationships are connecting to. Thank you for listening.